don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you!
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at the Trapjaw figure, Masters of the Universe Revelation. Now, this figure was extremely hard for me to find, and I wasn't able to find it out in the wild. There may be a crap ton of them now, but by the time you watch this video, they may be everywhere. But for me, I was not able to find this figure. So, I was contacted by one of my viewers, Diosoth. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I have to give a shout out to them. They were quite instrumental in pointing me in the direction so that we could have this review today. So, I purchased this at Entertainment Earth, which was basically the only place I could find it, that Diosoth told me, and hadn't found it anywhere else. So, yeah. I'm really interested to look at this. I have to tell you, the head sculpt in the packaging is bothering me. We'll get into that. But here's the front of the box, top of the box, bottom of the box, side of the box, back of the box. Half mortal, half machine, the sinister cyborg Trapjaw made his name terrorizing Eternians. Armed with an array of deadly devices that attached to his mechanical arm, the man with the metal jaw served Skeletor as an obedient weapon of destruction. With Skeletor gone, Trapjaw serves a new master now, Triclops, of the technological cult-worshipping motherboard. And here we have various different ones that are here. We have Savage He-Man. We've looked at almost all these. Savage He-Man, Teela, Andrea. We're getting ready to look at Trapjaw. We've looked at Faker. I have Merman ordered from BBTS, so we'll see what happens. And Stinkor. And nice artwork there on the side. Alright, so in typical fashion, bear with me just a minute. I'll open this up so I don't destroy everybody's, speakers on their TVs or whatever. Bear with me, and I'll take him out of the package. Alright, so here is Trapjaw out of his plastic prison. And he comes with what you might expect, a regular kind of relaxed hand. He comes with his hook attachment, which is actually really nice. Some nice paint on this thing. Yeah, this is nice. He comes with his gripper attachment, so that's kind of nice too. And his plug-in, right? He comes with a belt. I imagine that's for his leotard or whatever this thing is. It's not a leotard, you know what I mean. His onesie and his big piece of rubberized plastic here that'll go over his head. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing him in his priestly getup. I think it's right. So, Trapjaw was always one of those characters that I was never able to get as a kid, that I always wanted, but now I finally have Trapjaw. So, let's take us a look at him. Right off the bat, you might be able to tell what it is that's kind of throwing me off about his head sculpt. And if I had to put anything on it, yeah, he kind of looks like a mutant. This doesn't really... This is not Trapjaw's face. I mean, let me see if I can zoom in here just a little bit. And I'm not talking the Filmation Trapjaw. I mean, just in general. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, words are kind of escaping me at this point. Now, why they would do this? We have to remember the only reason that they would make a face sculpt like this would be they're planning on reusing this for something else. The problem is that I have no idea what they would reuse this for. They got to make a better head for this. I am amazed it did not come with a secondary head. I would have been fine myself, you know, like not having the extra hand or something, paying a little extra, not having this, to have a decent trap jaw face. That's just nasty looking. That's just horrible. Yeah, I'm sorry. I need to get off that because it's really starting to aggravate me. He does have, this is all flat matte plastic, so this is this is painted, at least with something to make it slightly shiny. This is not. This has the standard sort of dirtiness to give it definition that we're used to in this line, which I truly appreciate. This arm, this may be an original, lots of original parts to this, so I get it, but at the same time, man, just man. Coming down the figure, I mean, we get this piece here, right, and it's molded on, looks like. Yeah, well, no, it's not a molded on piece, but it appears to be glued on. So yes, we get paint down through here, you know, all the way up to the thigh joint here, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, he's got some nice things going with him. The head is on a ball peg, as we know, so from this line, so he gets up that far, down that far, all the way around, and we get very, very limited teapot for the head. We don't get a whole lot of teapot for the body where it's cut here either. You get a little bit forward, a little bit back. When you move the belt, you get a little bit more. Arms are disc hinges that go all the way around and out to there, which is what we expect. This one is far more limited. It'll extend all the way, but that's as high as it's going to go because of the sculpt. We'll go all the way around. This one bends at the elbow, so we get a single bend. I'm going to take off his, God bless it. Ah, wow, that's not going to break at all. Oh boy. Oh, Mattel, you have not learned from... Alright. Double jointed elbow here. It is the double joint, but it is... You're not going to get a lot out of it because of this piece that they have right here is going to bump up to the bicep. We do get a bicep rotation there. The hand rotates all the way around. No problem. And you get that in and out joint. Waist rotation all the way around, no problem. T-jointed ball joints for hips. Get you almost the full Chinese splits. And forward and back for what we have standard here in this line for the American splits. Thigh rotation is built around this cut joint that we talked about earlier. We have a double jointed knee, which is what we expect with this beautiful piece that will cover up if needed. He is apparently... Nope, he's got it. Alright. So we know that this line has the cut here so that you can rotate the ankle. He has it built into this entire mechanism. So this had to be some type of custom piece that they made for this figure. There's a lot of apparently custom stuff, you know, specific for this character. I'm wondering what they're going to reuse it for. Anyway, the feet, up that far, down that far, and then, yes, the Marvel Legends rocker. Alright. So, I'm only going to do this one time. Just once. Because this little peg right here, I'm a Transformer collector. And this is a semi-rigid piece of plastic, okay? I'm a Transformer collector. These things are going to break. There is no way if you use this, it's not going to break. Especially not with, let me see if I can zoom in. especially not with that that little bit right there. See that little nubbin? That little nubbin, it's going to break. It's going to break. It's going to. So, I am not going to push these on as far as they can go. I'm just going to give you the general idea about what they're going to look like. So, yeah. These things will also fit in, or theoretically, they will fit in the sides here of his belt. Like that. So we get that going. So that's nice. The blaster will also fit in the side, at least theoretically. Not happily. Wow. Fudge. That's not going to fit in there. That's going to break. I'm either going to have to open up one of these holes, or, man, I've got stress marks already. And I did it just by maneuvering it. Oh, I don't like it when this stuff doesn't work the way it's supposed to. You all should know that. Let's take a minute and put on his little battle uniform here, or priest uniform. Yeah. I don't like it when they don't do what they're supposed to. I don't like it at all. Don't like it at all. Alright, there's that. I gotta pop off that crappy head sculpt. Just put on his robe here. I can't remember. Does this go on over top of this? I think this goes on underneath, doesn't it? I think this is like this. That can't be right. Alright, we'll figure it out here in a minute. Let's see. When in doubt, look at what the box shows. The box shows it with it over top of it. Okay? So, over top of it it shall go. Oh my. Okay. So I'm going to take off his weapons belt here. Hopefully so that I can have enough room to put on the other belt. Nice sculpture on that. Hey, give credit where credit's due, right? Alright, we got that on. Actually, I could probably squeeze this on behind the back part of it. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So, here he is in his... Which one am I going to use? Honestly, if it were... I think he'll look cooler with the hook, won't he? Alright, so I'm going to hook this on here and it's not coming back off. Get in there. There we go. Alright, so now the hook's on there. This does not look anything. Oh gosh. Alright, so zooming in on him now. Yeah, he's okay, and there might be room to put this all the way around him here. There we go. Yes. Okay, so it's tight. Oh gosh, it's tight, but it's there. Yeah. I don't know. I was expecting better from this, and the head sculpt is just absolutely throwing me completely off. Tell you what, let's do final thoughts. Let's just go ahead and do those, and I'll throw the picture gallery up after. Playability of this is fine. We're going to have issues with this peg. Like I said, it's going to break. There's no way it's not. The belt here, the holes on it are too small for the pieces to go into properly. Could be user error. I always grant the possibility that I've just messed it up and I don't know what I'm doing. I always grant that. But I also always grant that if it's easy enough for me to mess up, there's probably a problem somewhere, you know. I never consider myself in the top 100% of people that transform Transformers or know what they're doing with some of this stuff. I'm just an average Joe collector, right? This is not my day job. So if I'm having trouble with it, chances are you probably will too. And it falls right back into the materials. They're fine. They're the same materials that we see throughout. I do truly appreciate the soft goods, and I like this, the priest look. But that head sculpt, man, no, we desperately need a different head sculpt for this. I don't care if they put it in, you know, like the box with Savage He-Man or any of that crap. Give us a different head sculpt. This thing is just wrong. It is wrong for so many different reasons. The cost of this, let's see. Like I said, I bought it at Entertainment Earth. It was listed as $36. I got 10% off. Free shipping, so yes, it was well worth it. But man, I don't know if I can display him or not. That head sculpt is just throwing me off. There's something else. There's something else off with this figure. I can't quite put my finger exactly what it is. Maybe it's just he lacks elegance. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm expecting something else. It's not paint detail, because he's got plenty of that. It's not sculpted detail, because he's got plenty of that too. There is something off besides the head sculpt about this body. About the way it presents. Triclops was absolutely phenomenal in this outfit. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Maybe he's Igor to Triclops' Dracula. If you're old enough to know what I'm talking about, then maybe that's it. Maybe he's supposed to be the hunching, you know, guy that is always looking up, you know, doing the whole yes, master thing. Maybe that's what he's going for. And if that's the case, I mean, I can kind of see that. But that's not this character. That's not, when I think of this character, that's not what I think of. I don't know. We can't look at anything without the preconceptions that we bring to the table, right? It's impossible for us to get outside of what we know. Some people, for the majority of humanity, we stick with what we know. There are those few geniuses that go beyond what they know, but that's a topic for another day. If this was my first Masterverse figure, man, I don't think I'd buy another one. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's so off-putting to me that I don't think I would. This is right up there with Teela's head sculpt, Teela's face sculpt. This is not for me. Savage He-Man was a beautiful figure, and I've gotten a little grief over not necessarily liking it. This I'm sure will have its people that absolutely love it too, and that's fine. But I can't recommend it. And it's all for sophistry. It's all for my own personal view on the character and the way that this looks, the way that this represents the character. That is the Savage He-Man thing, right? It didn't represent the character to me. Beautiful figure. Didn't represent it to me. This does not present beautifully to me. And I think maybe if we had a different head sculpt Trapjaw as the figure without the priest would be fine with me. But this, no. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Not for your first one. If you're in on the line, that's great. You're going to do just like I did, and you're going to go, ooh, I want both of the priests. But, yeah. Just, yeah. Yeah. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you, everybody, for your support for my daughter. And, yeah, I will see you at the next review.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Are you tired all the time? Do you run out of energon for no apparent reason? Do other robots laugh at you and call you weakling? Do you feel like there should be more to life than what you are experiencing? Then you should try Vitamin John. It is the world famous Energon supplement. No steroids whatsoever. We all use all natural products. Vitamin John can turn losers like this one. Hey. Poof. Into magnificent specimens like these.
Hey there, big boy. You want to come over and see me sometime?
So try Vitamin John today. Operators are standing by.